Well, Leon, you said you were going to shock the world. You did exactly that. I'm sure you're still processing everything right now, but I mean, what's this moment like for you?
It's hard to put it into words, and that's the reason why I broke down in the octagon, because it all just came down. Everyone's seen my path. Everyone knows my path and how it went, and I've been saying all week that I believe that was the way it was meant to go, to build me into the man I am today, build my mental toughness. And even though that was one of my worst performances, I did not feel good in there tonight, and I went out there and knocked out the pound for pound, so it is what it is.
Round one, you get a takedown, you're in mount, you're in back control. I mean, at that point, are you thinking, oh, this is my night, I'm walking away with the title in round one?
Yeah, 100%. That's one of the things that we drove, and I said it all week. It wasn't going to be a striker versus wrestler match, It was going to be a mixed martial arts match. And sorry, I lost my voice. Oh, just crying. Yeah, it would be a mixed martial arts match, and just I did. I got the takedown, and I got the back. I need to sharpen up on my finishing. I was drilling it all camp, but he did a good job defending the neck, And going into it, I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I said it all week. He is good, but I believe that I was a better man. And even though that was one of my worst performances, it is what it is. Got a clean finish.
So obviously there's a huge momentum shift after round 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's kind of taking over and settling in. I guess what's going through your head at that point? I mean, was frustration starting to set in? Obviously you felt you weren't at your best. So what was going through your mind at that point?
I don't know. I just can't explain it. My body just wasn't reacting how it was meant to react. I don't know whether it's altitude or what it was. But even when I was backstage watching other guys fight on the TV, everyone was getting tired and gassing out, like Luke and everybody. I was like, why is everyone getting tired, But when I went out there, after the first round, I felt it. I felt like my body just weren't reacting. It wasn't like a cardio issue. It's more just like my body just wasn't physically reacting. But I stayed focused. My coaches spurred me on. Just keep reminding me that you're still in the fight. You're the best, and fight to the end. And that combination, I was drilling with my coaches, with Henry and the other coaches, that cross head kick, and it landed perfectly.
Yeah. I was going to say that high kick, I mean, walk us through it. I mean, was it you just throw it and hope it, or did you see a tendency and say, I think he's going to lean that way?
Yeah, 100%. He's got like a very boxing-orientated style, where he's like parrying the jabs, slipping the jabs. And so I thought if it went same punch, same kick, it would land. I did it in the Bilal fight, but I ended in the eye poke. But it was the same combination, which is cross head kick, and it just landed perfectly.
Edward,
just real quick. So there was some talk ahead of time that you win, there's going to have to be a rematch. You're going to have to do it again. Does that excite you? Does that entice you? Or does it feel like, oh, man, why do I have to do it when I just beat the pound for pound?
I knew going into it that more than likely we're going to have a rematch down the line, and whether it's next or down the line, we're going to have a rematch. He's been a long champion. They say he's the pound for pound best all week. He's saying he's the pound for pound best. He believed it, and as I said in Octagon, the belt belongs to nobody. It don't belong to me or nobody. No man is meant to hold the belt for that long, and I said it all week that I felt like this was my moment. This is how it was meant to play out. All the layoff, all the COVID, all that. That's how it was meant to play out, and I just felt belonging all week, and we got a clean finish.
That's the last thing for me. Dana said he would like to see your first title defense take place in England.
I heard Wembley.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, he kind of walked it back afterwards and said, maybe not Wembley.
Nah, Wembley for sure, 100%. Made that Wembley. That has to be done. This has never been done before, to have a guy from Birmingham in the UK, did it from the UK. I know Bislin did it first, but he did it from living in America, so it was hard for people like me to relate, to say, look, we can do it as well. I made a point to stay in the UK to achieve this, to show the other guys coming under me that, look, we can. If you believe in your country, believe in your team, you can achieve it. And that's what I did. I went out there and I achieved it from a little small gym in Birmingham. And it's a crazy story. Everyone knows my story. And from being born in Jamaica to now winning the UFC World Title was a match story.
Edward, right here. What kind of legacy and how important is for you being the first Jamaican-born world champion in this discipline?
For me, that's history. It's never been done before. But like I said, it's more for the people that grew up the way I grew up. My path was rough. I know it. I felt it. And even though I put on like a toughness, I felt the pressure. I felt the doubt. I felt them all saying it can't be done. But I'm from the trenches. Like I said in my post-fight interview, I was born with nothing. You know, we had to claw our way up and immigrate to the UK to make a better life for ourselves. And I was able to change my life by getting in the UFC. You know, my mum signed me up to MMA gym at the age of 17 to keep me out of trouble, and I used it to change our family's future. You know, which is I am proud of myself. I'm proud of everything I've achieved, and it's amazing.
Leon Edwards with the knockout of the year, one of the coldest knockouts I've ever seen. Usman looked like he was having nightmares after that kick. I mean, it was incredible. But in this fight, it wasn't just a knockout. As great as that was, it was about the comeback that Leon Edwards pulled off. Because this happened late in the 5th round, and the announcers are almost ready to write him off. I mean, everybody had kind of assumed that it was over, and then he pulls off that stunning kick to completely prove everybody wrong. Other than that, not much needs to be said here. I mean, if you saw the fight, you know how great this kick was, you know how great this knockout was. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought overall of the fight. It was a pretty good one. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more content just like this. And I will see you in the next upload.